Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to blend easily on Ibis paint. So recently I've been looking around at the brushes and I have found some ones in particular that are really good for blending, and they don't take all that much effort to blend nicely. So if you don't really know how to blend, then they're a good way to start and definitely a good way to make it look better. These brushes are brushes that are premium ones though, so you might need to watch an advert. Firstly, click on any brush you want and just watch the adverts so that you can get the premium. Then we'll go and find the brush that we're going to use. Once the advert ends, this will pop up and then you can use it for a while. You can use all the brushes in this, which is really good. You're going to want to scroll down until you get all these. The things we're going to be trying out is the blurring marker 1, blurring marker 2, and alcohol marker round. These ones I think are especially good for blending, so what I do is click the plus button and then they're added to your custom brushes. That way it's just easier to find them. The first one I'll be showing you is the first blurring marker, and for this we're just going to quickly get some colours and blend them, like this. You're just going to want to put some gently on there, and then lower the opacity when you do the next part. Just move a little bit with the colours. And as you can see, it's already blended pretty well. But then if you want to take it further and change the colour more, just keep going a little bit and sort of do the same thing that we did before. It's super easy and it's honestly a really good way to blend. If you don't like how the colours turned out, you can always edit them a bit by going back to the original colour and swiping it over. This is also a good way to make sure that your blend is nice and smooth. Try to remember to not keep your opacity on too high, because the higher it is, the more difficult it will be to achieve a good, smooth blend. An important thing to note is that you shouldn't just use two really different colors. That won't work. You need to slowly move across the color wheel, because otherwise, no matter how hard you try with this, it'll be much more difficult to blend, if you can even do it properly like that. It's just too much effort, honestly, and the other way works a lot better. The other brushes we use for this is the blurring marker 2. As you can see here, it looks pretty much just like the other one, but it's a bit sharper. You can still blend with it though. With this one, it's not as constant with the flow, so you kind of have to be a bit more persistent in your brushing. And then there is another blend. So this one works really well, but the first one works a bit better in my opinion for a smooth blend. And then the last one we have is the alcohol marker. So starting it off, it is really dotty unless you have it on a higher opacity. So with this one, you sort of have to have it on around 54 for the lowest opacity. With this, you can still blend pretty well though, as you can see here. This might take a bit of blurring out though because of the way that this specific brush is, but as you can see, it still blends pretty nicely even without the blurring. Of course, since this one is a bit more textured, it's much more difficult to blend properly with. So for this, if you don't get happy with your result, I would recommend just going onto the blur brush quickly and blurring out some of the bits that you think would blend better. Of course, this does take away the painty texture on the outside, which is a downside of it, but as you can see, it does still blend. And that is how to easily blend on Ibis paint. You can also use the airbrush, but in my opinion, these look so much nicer and are much easier to blend with. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, maybe consider supporting. Bye!